To another session. With In this session we are going to learn the details of the grep command. This command is so useful and yet so important that it's been asked in almost all the interviews, and it is a powerful command in your hand for your day-to-day routine in the Linux machine. So let's get started. First we'll do a basic grep command. Grep, I know there is a some string called life in one of the files car lyrics. Okay, so this is how it works. The car lyrics has a line where life is one of the words, one pattern there visible. So it will display all those lines for us. Now if you want to see how many lines are there which are having a pattern like you in car lyrics file, too many. And now if you want to see how many are having a capital Y O U car lyrics, only these three. Suppose you want to run ignoring the case for the pattern U, we can do that by using this argument -i. Now suppose we want to see wherever the word V has appeared in the file, we can do it like that. But you can see there is a place where well is mentioned. We have sweet where it is WE is there, and again there is a well where W is mentioned. So we don't want those lines, we want the lines those which have just the word WE. Then we can do -w, which will match just the whole word in the file. Okay, so now we have V here and V here, so it has skipped the files, it skipped the lines which had certain other patterns, certain other characters after the pattern. Okay, now suppose we want to see in the directory how many files are there which have a pattern like life in the whole directory. So we'll give star. Only this file has that pattern, but these are all the standard errors which we are getting, that this is directory, and the grep won't work on a directory. So either it is a find command or a grep command or any kind of command, we can redirect the standard error to /dev /null like this, so that all the standard errors will be redirected to the dev null, and we'll just get the output which we need, and this is called the standard output. Now suppose we want to see at what line numbers the word life is given in car lyrics. So line number 21, line number 41 have this pattern. Okay, we have, suppose we want to see lines which does not have a pattern. To do that, first we'll see how this how the regular grep command works. Suppose we want to see, okay, this OR pattern in phonic alphabets file. So we have two lines which have this OR pattern in the whole file phonic alphabet. If we'll just do a phonic alphabet cat, then you will see uniform and Victor are here, OR and OR. Now what we want to do is we want to print the lines which does not have this pattern. So for that what we have to do, we can give -v and the pattern. So this time the two lines which had the pattern over are not displayed. So hyphen v reverses the effect of the grep. Okay. Now, one very important thing. See, if when we did grep un car lyrics, we found these three lines which are starting with u and y is capital there. So this can be done in another way. If you want to print the lines which are starting with a pattern, we can do a cap operator there and then our pattern. Suppose you want to see the lines which are starting with T, then you have to give cap T and car lyrics. So these are lines which are all starting with T. But if we want to display the lines which are ending with a pattern, to do that we have to do like this. You have to first type the pattern and then a dollar symbol and then the file. So all the files which are ending with the word self will be displayed like this. And all these outputs which we are getting, we can use pipe command and redirect them to wc minus l to just get the count of how many times this pattern has been repeated like this. The thing which we learned just now can be used with ls minus l. So ls minus l lists all the files and directories in the current directory, starting with the D or a hyphen character. If we just want to display what are all directories present, if we give a cap D there, it will just display the directories present in the current directory. So this is one way we can find out what are all directories present in one of the directories which we have. Now there are different ways which grep uses the regular expression. We will just go through one of the simplest way. Just suppose we want to, okay, so first thing, square brackets having a number of characters there. That means any one of the characters can match when we are looking into call lyrics file. So this will display all the USL which have small y and all the USL if they had capital Y, but I see there is no capital Y, but it should match like that. Suppose we want to display files, okay, all the files which are having, I will redirect the output of ls command to grep command just to understand one thing, that in square brackets if we can give a range, then that range will be applied to the grep regular expression. Here I'm doing ls, then we are doing a grep on the whole listing with file, and the range will be from 1 to 4. So this is how it works. So in the square brackets, either we can give number of different characters which one of them can match from there, or we can give the range of characters. So instead of 1-4 we can give a z a z. So this matches all the alphabets from A to Z or capital A to Z. So this is how grep works. Again, we have so many options and ways to use this grep. This is just a small overview how the grep can be used. Thank you.